Freaking spontaneous combustion. Ugh. So, in Breath of the Wild, you go to the Goron's area, Death Mountain, and if you have any wooden items on you, they will start to smoke, and then combust. Egad, how hot is it here? The temperature meter is useless without any real numbers, and it just says fire anyway. And for good reason. If you keep going deeper into Death Mountain, even Link catches fire. So what temperature would the air have to be for wooden shields to combust? Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of tree the wood is from, but let's just go average, wood in general. After some brief research, the answer is 356 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 C. Well, that's actually kind of scary. Not nearly as high as I would have thought. Oh, it's because this is the minimum temperature. It would take 14 minutes for wood to catch fire in this heat. While in Breath of the Wild, it's very quick. So to get an ignition time of under a minute, we would have to raise the temperature to 430 degrees Celsius, or 806 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy Hylia, that is beyond blistering. How does Link survive that? Quick answer, because it's a video game. Long answer, he doesn't exactly. He still burns slowly, but a few special bits of clothing and he's suddenly fine. If this were real life, that still wouldn't quite work. I mean, people die every summer in my hometown due to heat stroke, and that's only at 115 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Granted, that's mostly people who are already sick or elderly, or children. Yay, children deaths. Ugh. But when you reach 160 degrees, even the most able-bodied men could only survive for a day or two, and that's with constant access to water and without doing anything. And considering that Death Mountain must be around 800 degrees, well, consider in the short run, able-bodied men are still only able to handle 248 degrees for about an hour. Oftentimes, the interiors of burning buildings can reach 300 degrees, and firefighters have to push through all that, running through it, saving as many people as they can. But thankfully, their suits and oxygen tanks protect them somewhat. But even then, they can only handle 10 to 15 minutes at a time before starting to dehydrate and risk passing out. The Flamebreaker armor in Zelda acts similarly to firefighter gear, being fireproof and protecting at least a bit from the heat, but even then, at 450 degrees, hair starts to burn, meaning Link should be going bald and begin to get burns all over his body as every tiny body hair burns away. That is, if he had any. The perfect, sexy little Link. Not that he would feel anything though, because between 140 and 170 degrees, the pain receptors in your body go numb. And at 650 degrees, your skin starts to burn clean off. All in all though, there is no way anybody would survive just standing in 800-degree air for the long term, or without the use of magical elixirs and magical food. So, the lesson to be learned here, if the temperatures portrayed in Breath of the Wild's Death Mountain were real, humans visiting the area would die before even reaching the area. Glorious. Now here is a fun question for you. If you could be any of the friendly races in Zelda, which one would you choose? Let me know down below, and until next time, never stop using your noggin.